So I just randomly saw this video and I had to stop what I was doing and start recording. You guys know multiple times I have talked about how in my life's experience here in my city, a lot of the people that are on the street that you talk to or that I've talked to, they don't really see things the same way a lot of us do. A lot of these people are here by choice, and a lot of these people are happier than a lot of you. I'm going to be honest. A lot of these people on the street, believe it or not, for the most part, are happier than you and I. I ran across this video. I had to start recording because this guy is brilliant. This guy is very well spoken, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this, and it should expand our brains a little bit on some conversation around a lot of these people that are on the street. So let's get into this.
I'm free as a bird. I don't have to clock in anywhere. I have no responsibilities. I don't care what day of the week or month it is. I don't know. I didn't even matter who's politicians. There's times I've been out there so free I didn't know what day it was. What I knew what year it was. That's about it. I didn't need to know anything. I was free. And they don't like it. I can get high anytime I want. I have to clock in, no responsibilities, and they're jealous because they have these heights, highs, and they're like, we're not drug addicts as they drink their whiskey. We're not drug addicts as they take their pills that can kill them. And actually, a lot of rich people I ever met were the biggest drug addicts I ever met, millionaires.
He's right. We did a roof for a judge. I'm not going to say her name. Not very, but a pretty well-known judge in my area. This was years back. Beautiful house, very expensive neighborhood. And this woman pulled up in her Porsche, hammered at 11 o'clock in the morning. Multiple mornings when we were working on her job. I mean, up on the curb, like something out of a movie. Up on the curb, boom, boom, boom. Spilling herself all out in the street, stumbling up the stairs. I remember that always stuck with me because this was a woman that going into this job, like we were talking about, highly respected, mind your P's and Q's, be on your best behavior. Nope. This woman was sloshed with a capital S at 11 in the morning, multiple mornings. So just something to think about.
They have pounds of cocaine and speed, but if you hear your most famous like football player or actor go to rehab, congratulations. But if a homeless, drugged out person goes to rehab, they're drug addicts. See what I'm talking about? Whatever. This is a weird world, the way we think about things, right? Everyone needs to take accountability for themselves. Don't blame anyone else, and you got to just, don't take other people's inventory. Do it yourself, and just do the right thing. It's not that hard, is it? That's all.
Well, thank you.
Right, Ken. Nice to meet you. Thank you, brother.
Your voice changed.
Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome. This is KGW streaming live from Portland, Oregon, and this is the Streets Life 101.
And really seeing that cadavers change things. It's like.
So that was the end of the video. This is from Truth on the Streets. I will tag the original video in the description, of course. This is an amazing video. I want to talk about this a little more too, because like I said, I have met a lot of people on the street that were very intelligent, that were very well thought out with the decisions they have made and continue to make. Some of these people just completely check out. They just check out. Now, obviously, I think we can all agree, at least hopefully we can all agree, that a society accepting this in mass and a society being okay with this in mass is not going to be good. It's not going to end well for anybody, obviously. But you'd be surprised how many people out here on the street are extremely intelligent, are extremely well-spoken, extremely well thought out with their everyday life, and they just live in the moment. I've talked about many times how living in the moment is the key to happiness for the most part, like to simplify it. What do they say? Living in the past is depression, living in the future is anxiety. These guys don't really have that. Like they're living like the cavemen. They're living like the cavemen. From day to day, do what they got to do to get their fix, to get their food, find a place to rest. Once they get it, they're content, they're happy, and they're just chilling. So you guys tell me where he's wrong with the way he's thinking. I mean, outside of what we expect of people in society. If you're thinking on just like an animalistic, caveman way of thinking, he's not wrong. He doesn't want to play the games. He doesn't want to clock in and clock out. He doesn't want to be held responsible. He doesn't want to be upheld to any standard. Doesn't want to do anything. And of course, I don't admire that. But I do admire the intelligence and the freedom that he has. and the contentment that he has, I can't help but like this guy. I'm going to be real. I can't help but like this guy. He reminds me of a guy that we used to know named Keith that was on the street, and the same thing, very intelligent. He would have these old dirty booklets of like inventions he'd make up, you know? And of course, it wasn't always gold nuggets, but some of the stuff he was close. He was close to having something really, really cool. And I can't help but like these people, you know? You can't help but like somebody who just checks out and goes their own way. It's really rare to see somebody that's content and, dare I say, happy these days. And somebody that you'd consider to be extremely down and out, worst of the worst, should be on paper very unhappy. And then you see them and they're not. So you can't help but just kind of like cross your arms and be like, you SOB, you did it. You SOB. I'm over here stressing every day, going to a job I hate, paying for things or trying to pay for things that I can't afford. I can't even afford to eat and keep a roof over my head. I'm getting more gray hairs every day, stressing out. You're waking up pretty damn happy. Your cortisol levels are much lower than mine. You're not eating any worse. He's not eating any worse. We're all eating the same junk food from gas stations and even our grocery stores. The food we're eating is all garbage now here in America. How's he doing much worse besides, the specific things he puts in his body that we probably don't? But even like the point that he made before, most of the people that are hard on them, the holier than thou, they're doing the same thing, if not worse. Like the judge that I'm talking about. This woman's making big money. She was pretty well known in my area, and we did her roof, a big mansion house. This lady spilling out of her car at 11 in the morning, sloshed. How should I think listening to this guy and thinking about her? You tell me, how should I think? What should I think of that judge and what should I think of him? At least he's transparent. At least he's seemingly honest, simple, straightforward. A man that knows what he wants. A man that seems relatively nice. I can probably trust this guy more than I can trust that judge. Let's be real. I can probably trust this guy more than I can trust that judge. I mean, let's go back to that. Take a look at this guy. Come on. How do you not love this guy? Come on. Come on. We should start a GoFundMe for this guy or something. Let's get him rich and really watch him binge out. I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this. I thought it was interesting. I had to share it because it just popped up and I'm like, let's hit record. I like this guy. I should drive down to Oregon and meet him. Maybe interview him. Wouldn't that be sick? Anyways, guys, like the video if you like the video. Of course, that always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't know why you haven't already. Maybe you don't like the content, but you probably do because you keep coming around. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you the way that I always try to leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, and always stay improving. In order to look, feel, smell, and be good, you need to be improving. God bless. Be well. I'm out.